Hi, this is Matchmakerdidi, and today I'll be talking about an interesting topic that has affected a lot of people on the platform. So as usual, this is one of the members' experience that's happened on the platform, and I'm hoping it would help one or two people, maybe on the platform or even off the platform. I have the screenshots of the members' chats just so you can have a clearer idea of where their minds were at or the exact things they said so you could have a clearer picture. Today's topic is on the compromise of having kids. Some people really have found it surprising that people don't want kids. Maybe because of the society we grew up in, having kids is expected. It's like, oh, marriage, then kids. People don't expect you to not want kids. When people find that surprising when I speak to them and they're like, who doesn't want kids? Are you telling me there are human beings out there that don't want kids? I'm like, yeah, and it's not strange. Not everybody has to want everything or do what society tells you to do. Like this is the next step and this is the next step, Anyway, so today's topic is on the compromise of kids. Should you not? That's just basically the question. I don't have the answers. As usual, I'm just learning with you guys. We're just learning as we go. So there are situations where people already know from the start that they don't want kids. Sometimes it's because they already have kids and they don't want any more. Sometimes they just don't want kids. So in this situation, the lady chose all her matches based on this one factor. She was like, okay, any guy that doesn't have kids, she doesn't want to be matched with him. Because she's like, well, like you can clearly see, she says, no, he doesn't have kids, increasing the chances that he would want some, and I don't. So she's very clear from the initial start that she really doesn't want kids. So she doesn't want someone that doesn't have kids because there's the chance that he would want some. Even though that's assumption, because sometimes some of these guys that don't have kids actually don't want kids, and that's why they don't have kids. But it's clear, it's good to let us know, like it was so good how she clarified this reason for us. Some people would just say no, and they wouldn't explain, and we wouldn't be able to help. But with the way she clarified it, that he doesn't have kids, so it increases the chances that he would want some, was clear enough for us to ask him, like, look, kids, is that something you want? So one of the guy was like, oh, kids, yeah, he does want kids. And the other guy was like, no, he doesn't want kids, because these were two different guys, right? So the other one not having kids did not want kids, and that was an okay match for her. And she wouldn't have had that situation happen if she hadn't explained to us. Which is why I say, like when you say no to a profile, explain the reason why, because we could help. It could be something that's not clear to you or something we haven't even asked the other party yet. So clarify for us, it's always very helpful. With this situation, this guy says, I prefer someone with kids already because I don't want more kids. He had kids already from a previous marriage and he doesn't want more kids. So he prefers someone that has kids so that they both come from an angle like, oh, we both have kids. We don't need any more kids. So that was a clarification which was also very helpful, because there's some people that have kids but still want more kids. And without this explanation, you could actually be with someone that has kids thinking, oh, this lady wouldn't want more kids. And then she'll tell you, wait, I want more kids. Not because I have kids mean I don't want more. I want more kids. So it's good to clarify so we can ask the other party, like, yes, you have kids. Do you want more? Or no, you don't have kids. Do you want kids? Because he preferably would be with someone that doesn't want more kids. And that could be a lady that already has kids and doesn't want more, or a lady that doesn't have kids but doesn't even want kids. So there are two angles there. If you want more kids and you can afford it, why not? Everyone doesn't really look at the kids with the economic situation. It doesn't affect their having of kids. Some people do have the money for more kids. And if they want more kids, it's their, it's their deal. Yeah, but anyway, the basic point was that she just didn't want any more kids. Well, her basic point here was that she didn't want more kids. She had kids already and she didn't want more kids. So that's why she was looking for someone that possibly doesn't want more kids. So the previous guy would have been a really good match for her. They were not a match because they came at different periods in time, but that would have been a good match for her because he didn't want more kids. He had kids already. She didn't want more kids because she had kids already. And I know that's just not the basis of just why people choose each other. There are other things, their age factor, tribal, just wants and likes and dislikes and other things. But at least having something you agree on, stepping stone towards the right direction. And so she said she didn't want kids. So I was like, maybe that should be included in the profile, because I've gone back and forth on that idea. Should that be included in the profile? This factor seems like one of those factors that should be included in a person's profile, so that up front you're like, this person doesn't want kids and I want kids. It seems like it should be that easy, right? But the reason why I think it shouldn't be included in the profile is because, like I said, people do change their minds. That is listed on the profile. It might blind your facts and you might focus on that. And you'll be like, okay, I'm going to choose this lady because she doesn't want kids. And then going into the relationship, she decides to change her mind and she's like, oh, I want kids now. So I'm not sure it's a strong enough factor to include in profiles. What I feel like should be included in profiles are things that cannot change. I usually say this a lot. Non-changing factors are things I feel like should be in profiles. Having kids could change. People could change their mind, But the school you went to, you cannot change your mind about that school. You've gone there, it's finished, you're done. Your current career, you can get a new career, but your current career, it is your current career. It's a fact that cannot just change. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Like your current age cannot change. Your genotype, all those things are things that I feel should be listed on the factor because they don't just change willy-nilly. But things that can change willy-nilly, I put them in gold. And also, they can't be listed on a factor, they might not. If you say, I'm divorced, it's not changing. You're divorced, you're divorced. You can change to become married, but the fact is that you've been divorced at a point, and that's what's on the factor that's on the profile there. If you say I have 2 kids, it's not a factor that's going to change. Yes, you have 2 kids and it's there on the profile. So I prefer profiles to have non-changing factors as opposed to factors that can change, like, oh, I want kids. And then the next year, like, I don't think I want kids. So that's why I think that shouldn't be included in profiles, and that's why that factor is not included in profiles. But nevertheless, it's something that you want to make sure that your WhatsApp handler is aware of. And also, I like how this lady did describe the way she went about choosing her profiles, because we're always loving the communication. It helps us help you and help you help us. So she listed that she wants someone that would accept her kids, doesn't want kids, and she also wants a divorcee because she doesn't want to be judged by someone who wasn't married before. Not everybody that wasn't married before would judge you because you were divorced. But yes, that does exist. But at least communicating that with us would help us to be able to let you know. Like, okay, if a never married individual is like, oh, I'm open to all, you know that person is not someone that's judging divorced people, right? So we can then include that person on your list. And then she wants someone that's working, financially stable, as that's important to everybody that's working and financially stable as well. So hopefully you can kind of see what some people deal with on the platform when it comes to compromising for kids and why it's not included on the profiles. So that's a question I want to put out there, and I would love to see your comments about it. Do you think people should choose each other based on the fact that they want kids or don't want kids? Do you think kids are something you can compromise on? I mean, I've thought of that personally. I've been like, if I like this guy so much and he doesn't want kids, can I do that even though I want kids? And I'm like, possibly can. The want of kids, is it that serious to me or not? It just depends on what your mindset is going through at that point and what you want. But like I said, it's easily changeable, so that's not a factor we include. But I'd love to see your comments on this. We have in our thumbnail the details of how to reach us. You can go to the website and meet other singles on the basic, premium, and VIP membership, which is personalized. Or you can look at our WhatsApp number and send us a WhatsApp message if you have any questions. And you can also check our blogs, which will have the up-to-date gist first before you find it on any other platform. So please check us out and join us for our next video next time.